Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day, good evening. Wherever you are, whenever you are seeing this, I hope you are good. So guys, today we're going to be doing a reading for all of the signs, air, earth, fire, and water signs. And we're going to be seeing what you can expect for this full moon in Virgo that we're going to have on February 24th, 2024, 2/24/24. So I hope you guys are ready to get into it. This full moon in Virgo is all about healing, connecting with your inner goddess. We know that Virgo is representing this virgin energy. So this is about getting reconnected with your divine feminine, with your emotions, with your intuition. This is also, I believe, the last full moon before the eclipse season begins. So this is a really big important time to release what you need to release, let go of what you need to let go of, and finally say enough is enough. And that's really been the theme for the entire year, as I've been saying. And I think we're just going to be pushed more and more into making these decisions and having these reflections and these, huge revelations as we continue to move forward. Now, I am doing some private full moon readings as always for $33. These readings are going to be telling you how this full moon is showing up for you. What do you need to release, and what are some things you can do right now to get back in touch with your intuition? So if you're interested in that, you can check the top of the description box to see how you can get a private full moon reading from me. Fruitful You, the business mentorship, is still going on. So if you guys are interested in getting the seat for Fruitful You, then you can get into it. I'm going to have some information down below so you guys can check it out on the website, or see the full YouTube video where you can get into all of the information. If you're a business owner, an aspiring business owner, and you want to join a group mentorship where we're going to be working together to work on manifesting, creative expression, navigating the ups and downs in business, and of course, building your business, whether that's from the ground up, from your business plan up, or if you're going to be doing a rebrand, we're going to be working together for 3 months. So if you guys are interested in joining a group business/manifesting/creative program, then check down below. I'm going to have the link to the Fruitful You video so you guys can see the info. I do have some cards that we're going to be pulling today. Of course, we're going to be doing some oracle cards for each group. I have the Angel Answers Oracle that I've been using a lot, the Power Thought cards, which I love. I'm always using these. These are the affirmation cards that we're going to use today. And also we're going to do the Tea Leaf Fortune cards as always. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. You can check down below, like I said, to get those private sessions, book a releasing with me, a regular session with me, your tarot class, the Fruitful You, the podcast, the book club. We also just started reading The Secret in the book club. So get into all of the new things that we're doing down below in the description box. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, y'all know I'm going to start with fire signs as I've been doing. So before I got into this, I did some prayer, got some downloads, and I have a couple of words for each sign, like always. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I'm probably just shuffling out of habit right now because I want to talk about the downloads first before we get into the cards. But let's get into it, fire signs. So the first thing that I have for you guys is passion. So I think that fire signs, it's time for you to bring the passion into the things that you've been doing. If you've been, also guys, how cute is this little bow top that I made? I'm so obsessed with it. It has bows all over it, and I think it's just the cutest little thing. So I think that you guys are really being challenged to bring the passion and the fire back into your life and into your relationships and into your creativity and everything. If you guys have been told you're too passionate, you're too sensitive, you care too much, you're doing too much, I think that a lot of fire signs have kind of gotten away from who they really, really are, because maybe relationships or your job or somebody, something, even yourself, is making you feel uncomfortable in your boldness, in your loudness, in everything that makes you you. So this is about getting back to yourself. Really tap in this full moon and ask yourself, what's been making me feel uncomfortable being in my truth, being in my light? Is my ego starting to take over where I'm too worried about how people will perceive me? Or am I in a space where I'm just not feeling it right now? Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Give yourself the opportunity to have a conversation with yourself and figure out what is lying beneath the surface there. But you definitely want to bring the passion back into your life. As a fire sign, your passion and your creativity and that fire that burns within you is your strength. It's your strength. You don't want to be made of fire and then not be able to get lit. What's the point of a box of wet matches? You can't do nothing with a box of wet matches. So right now, your energies are saying, don't let that be you. Don't let the best things about you, your passion, your drive, your ambition, your creativity, your spark, don't let those powerful things about you. And you have a bunch of different great attributes. We all do. But don't let a main attribute of your driving force forward, Don't let that be taken from you because of who don't like it or who doesn't understand it or who has a problem with it. This is really a time to get specific about who you have around you, what you have around you, and how those things are affecting you feeling your best self every single day. Also, cling to what works. That's the next thing that we have for fire signs. Cling to what works. So if you've been looking and trying to find things that work, if it doesn't feel good, stop doing it. I feel like I always tell people this in sessions. If you feel meditation isn't working, journaling isn't working for you right now, grounding isn't working for you right now, certain things aren't going to be affecting your energy how they may be used to. So you're always going to be evolving. And it's very possible that things that used to calm you down, bring you clarity, make you feel good, those things might not hit the same anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with you. You just have to be able to find things that work. So I think your energies want you to find whatever works for you and cling to those things, add these things into your routine, and the stuff that doesn't work for you, separate yourself from those things. And that's a message that I have for a couple of signs. Whatever works, you want to cling to that. And whatever doesn't work, stop trying to force it. Stop trying to force stuff that does not work. This Virgo full moon energy is definitely about connecting to your intuition, your divine feminine, your emotional energy, which means listening to your emotions, not telling yourself that you're being dramatic, not gaslighting yourself when you're picking up on certain red flags or picking up on certain things that aren't right. Your energies are saying be strong, be bold, be courageous, and mean what you say and say what you mean. Cling to the things that work for you, and the things that don't, stop trying to force it. Stop trying to make it work, okay? Cling to what works, separate from what doesn't, and also be patient when you are dealing with doubt. So fire signs, you guys have this kind of catch-22 because you want to bring the passion back in, but you don't want to let that passion turn into restlessness, or you being in a space where you feel scatterbrained, or you being in a space where you feel like you can't rest. You have to find that balance between being patient and also being passionate. You can be passionate in your patience. You can be. So when you come into a moment of doubt, give yourself some time to figure it out. Don't feel like you have to figure it out right then and there. Don't feel like it has to make sense right then and there. And maybe that's why some of you have lost your passion. Just feeling like things have been so up and down. You don't know when to give your all. Always. You always give your all. You always give 100% of your faith, 100% of your hope, 100% of your belief. Because anytime you don't, you kind of sabotage yourself right from the start. When you try to manifest something or bring something into your life and you're already thinking of it from the point of, it's probably not going to happen anyway, or this probably isn't going to work out anyway. You're already tainting whatever is coming to you because it's not going to last. It's going to come with more doubt and more problems, and you're attracting more doubts. You're attracting more things that are going to reinforce those doubts for you. I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and I say this often here. Your subconscious mind doesn't know when you're playing. It doesn't know when you're just having a bad day. It can't tell the difference between fact and not a fact. And I think that we all need to feel that way. Like, there is no gray area with your subconscious. There is no gray area at all. Everything in life is either black or white. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. Whether you feel you're in a gray area, I hate to break it to you, but there is no gray area in nothing. In relationships, in finances, in career, in friendship, in yourself, in God, there is no gray area. It either is or it ain't. So you can be passionate, but your passion can't dwindle when the doubt pops up. Your passion should be stronger than the doubt because you are passionate, And if you have doubt that you're experiencing as well, don't deny it. Don't tell yourself, oh, that's not me. Bring it to the forefront. Be passionate in the doubt. Be passionate in your insecurity. Tell yourself, I'm going to figure this out right now. Passion is not always about being positive or always having a good day. Sometimes passion means I'm going to show up for myself even if it's hard, even if it's scary, even if it makes me cringe, even if I don't want to be here. Passion means showing up, doing the work, being dedicated, being disciplined, being ambitious, inspiring yourself even when there is no inspiration to be found. You can find that seed within yourself, So I really feel your energies want you to stop feeling like parts of you are wrong. Stop feeling like, oh, this isn't me, this isn't me. It is you. There's parts of you that are insecure fire signs. That's you. There's parts of you that are doubtful. That's you. Don't just deny. Accept those things and tell yourself, what am I going to do about this? Because when you deny, your ego sets in and tells you, this ain't me, this ain't me, this ain't me. Whereas humility allows you to accept all parts of you and wake up on a day where you're not feeling good and still push forward because you can say, I might not be having a good morning, but I can still push forward because this is a part of me. This is a part of how I move. This is a part of my process. 9 times out of 10, this isn't your first time doubting yourself or being insecure. You've been here before. So it's a part of the process. You're not always going to feel good all the time. Sometimes you're going to doubt. Sometimes you're going to be afraid. Sometimes you're going to be confused. It's a part of the process. And you always want to give yourself the benefit of, moving forward. You want to give yourself an opportunity to push past whatever you're feeling, whatever insecurity you're feeling, so you can step into the things that you need to step into. Okay, fire signs, let's go ahead and get into an affirmation card for you guys. I also had someone ask, should I do my sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever? Y'all can do whatever y'all want with these readings. You can do your sun sign if you want to. You can do everything if you want. The reading is for you to do what you want to do with it, I want you guys to be more confident in the content that you absorb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am by no means here to spoon feed you messages. I want you to see all of the readings and pull something that you can pull from all of it, because realistically, we all have, not all of us, most of us have fire, air, water, and earth in our charts, or at least 2 of those things, so most of us have a combination. So you can watch the whole video, you can watch pieces of it. It's totally up to you, but don't be stressing about it. Like, should I watch, should I not watch, should I not watch? It's up to you, Lukey. If you have the time, watch the video and let me know your feedback. All right, fire signs. So we have, I am totally adequate for all situations. I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. Beautiful. So be strong. Stand up for yourself. Feel adequate. Feel powerful. Don't feel like, oh no, I can't believe this happened. I don't know how I'm going to shake back. I don't know how I'm going to move forward. Get over that. Not get over it, but go through it. Go through it. Ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Who is making me feel so insecure? What is making me feel so insecure? And when I say who, it's not like somebody can point at you and call you a name and then you'll be insecure. But most of the times in our childhoods, that's what happens. So you have to ask yourself, am I talking to myself as me? Or am I speaking to myself as my mother? Am I speaking to myself as an old best friend? Am I speaking to myself as my father? Or am I really, connected with myself on a level where I understand me, I love me, I support me, I value me, I cherish me, You want to be able to really be here with yourself. You want to really be able to connect with yourself on a deeper level instead of feeling like, I don't know what's going on. So we have fair man. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So some of you guys could have an unhealthy relationship with this fair man, and that person could be the voice that you're hearing in your head that's making you feel like you're not doing enough or whatever the case may be. Also, we have helpful people. So for some of you guys, this fair man could be a helpful person. This person is going to show up differently for you guys. We also have be assertive. Be assertive, and we have coins. Money will be coming to you. Money will be coming to you. So there's definitely some coin coming to the fire signs, which is beautiful. We have be assertive. I think that goes hand in hand with that passion energy. Bring the passion back into your life. Be assertive. If you want something, go for it. If you need something, say it. You know what I'm saying? Be bold about the things that you need, and see passion as also having a fire, a discipline, an urge, just that energy that makes you want to move forward, and excitement for life versus just feeling like you have to feel excited every day, or versus feeling like you have to feel positive every day. You're not going to feel great every single day. You're not going to feel great facing all of the things that you have to face, especially doing some of this releasing work. It's going to be difficult, but you want to give yourself the ability to have a foundation to stand on. So also with helpful people, you guys to be connecting with some new connections, some new relationships, some new people. So just be open to allowing people to show you different things and connect to you in a different way. You might be surprised at how other people are able to maybe instill things in you that you felt like you couldn't instill in yourself anymore. So Yes, fire signs, that is what I have for you guys. If you're a fire sign and this message resonated with you, please let me know down below. If you want to get a private full moon reading for 33 bucks, check the top of the description box to see what you're releasing right now, how this full moon in Virgo is specifically affecting you, and what are some things you can do to get reconnected with your intuition in this moment. I appreciate y'all, and I thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys, bless. Alrighty, air signs, let's go ahead and get into it. So for the downloads for air signs, I have Be Free. Be free. So air signs, air signs are always a sign that is all about freedom, right? All about moving and flowing and growing and evolving and expanding. But we have the energy of be free. So I feel like air signs, you guys could have allowed certain things to keep you down right now. There could be certain things from your past, certain decisions that you have to make right now, even certain hard conversations that you might have to have right now that's just weighing down on your energy. So your energies are saying be free. Let go of bondages, let go of chains, let go of things that are holding you back, let go of things that are keeping you tethered to an old version of yourself. I also have be stubborn when it matters. Be stubborn when it matters. And the last thing is that it's time to elevate. So I feel like you guys are having to redefine discipline in your lives, kind of similar to the fire sign energy, redefining that passion. I think you guys need to do the same thing. You want to be stubborn where it counts. You want to be stubborn to where you have your boundaries, you have your ideals, you have your morals, you have what you want for yourself, you have what you know about yourself, and you're not letting anybody gaslight you. You're not letting anybody confuse you or make you feel like you're somebody that you're not. You're not letting anybody influence you to go this way or go this way or go this way or do this way. You guys might have to go against the grain, go against the crowd, go against what the people in your life want for you, or just what they want in general. And to you, that might be like, oh my God, but this is my friend, but this is this person. Like air signs, you guys love freedom. You love moving and shaking. You love being in space where things are great and easy peasy and fun and enjoyable. But also that means that sometimes you'll say yes just to keep that same peace. Sometimes you'll agree to certain things just to keep that same freedom. So I feel like your energies are saying, yes, you want freedom, but you want to make sure you have the right type of freedom. And you also want to make sure that you don't have a freedom that allows you no stability, You want to have some type of foundation, air signs, whether that is your belief system, whether that is what you know for yourself, whether that is what you know you want, your boundaries, whatever. Challenge yourself to create a belief system. If you guys have been pushing your emotions down, because remember, full moon in Virgo, if y'all have been pushing y'all emotions down or denying your intuition, denying those nudges because you want to serve somebody or make somebody happy or do what somebody wants or whatever, I feel like your energies are saying, why? Why do you do it for them, but you don't do it for yourself about the things that you want? Why are you able to be so flexible when it comes to what everybody else needs, but when it comes to what you need, you're like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if it's the right time for that, I think that you guys really need to challenge yourself to find the balance between moving forward and, flowing freely and stepping into different things, but also having that foundation that keeps you grounded and solid. Because when people know that you do not have a solid foundation, when people know that you are with whatever and that they can get you to do whatever, you'll say yes to whatever, you'll tolerate whatever, you're going to attract those types of things. And because you're a very free-flowing energy, you can cope with a lot. You can do good in a lot of different scenarios. But just because you can cope there, it doesn't mean you should be there. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Just because it doesn't affect you that much doesn't mean you should. Just because it maybe affects somebody in a way, way, way worse way than it would affect you, it doesn't mean that it's something you should step into. It doesn't mean that it's something you should tolerate or allow, I think that you guys might have to be the bad guy. You might have to say, hey, this isn't cool for me. I'm not cool with this. And maybe you're in a space where you're already just kind of like a little more emotionally sensitive right now. So maybe in the past, you didn't really care about saying, girl, bye, I'm done with you. I'm done with this. Child, please, I'm off of this. But now, you might have people in your life that pull at your heartstrings a little bit more. You might have people around you that might make you question yourself a little bit more or doubt your judgment a little bit more. So you're more likely to kind of fall back on what they want than carving your own path. It's time to get back to you. It's time to get back to your freedom. It's time to establish some clear boundaries, air signs, and make sure that you're getting the things that you need. And we have time to elevate. So your energies do not want you elevating. and not being able to, understand what you need, where you're going, who you are, what you want. If you elevate, like let's say you got $1 million today. How much of that money would you give to people asking you for help? Do you have a lot of people in your pockets? Do you have a lot of people taking advantage of your energy? Do you have a lot of people always asking you for stuff? Do you feel like you're being pulled in a bunch of different directions? Do you feel like you're trying to make people proud that aren't even paying attention to you? Do you feel like you're trying to impress people or support people that you can't call on? Do you really want to step into your biggest blessing right now with all of that around you? I don't think so, because I definitely don't want to. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, if you want to step into a whole bunch of money and you got a lot of people around you in your pockets, that might not be the best time to step into that abundance, because immediately it's going to be gone. Because maybe you don't have your voice, maybe you're uncomfortable with saying no, maybe you don't want to disappoint people or let them down. I mean, air signs, it's time to figure out who you want to be when you elevate. Don't even think about who you are right now. Think about who you want to be when you elevate. Think about what you want that to look like, seriously. Because you don't want to be in a space of elevation and still operate on the same principles from the past, okay? For your affirmation card, we have, my work is deeply fulfilling. My work is deeply fulfilling, air signs. The back of this card says, today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. Today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am fully led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. So I feel like you guys need to care more about what you're doing. Don't feel like the stuff that you're doing doesn't matter. Don't feel like it's insignificant. Don't feel like this job is just a placeholder. Care about what you do. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe y'all stopped caring about what you do because it's not really what you want to do. Maybe you really don't want the job. Maybe you're over the relationship. Maybe you're over the place that you're living in right now. So you're kind of like, whatever. The second you feel like that, you're going to start attracting those energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're fulfilled by everything that is in your life. We also have great personal sorrow. Great personal sorrow, guys. So during this full moon in Virgo, you guys might be coming to terms with some pain, some grief that you've had to deal with. You might even be grieving an old version of yourself. You might even have to recognize, like, oh my God, I can't believe I let myself go like this. I can't believe I let people do me like this. We have grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So this is not something you guys can ignore. This is something that you need to deal with. Like I said, you will elevate. The elevation is coming. The new beginning is coming. You want to grieve. You want to cry. You want to get it out. You want to express. You want to deal with it right now. Because what you don't want to do is miss this opportunity to really handle what you need to handle and think that you're going to step into the future and things are going to be smooth sailing. No. You need to handle what you need to handle. You need to handle what you need to handle. We have don't stop and we have compromise. Air signs, don't stop and compromise. So your energies want you to keep going. Don't give up. If it's been hard, if it's been confusing, keep going, keep pushing. It's going to work out. And we have compromise. Restoring the balance, okay? We have balancing scales on this. So I think that y'all might need to compromise maybe in some friendships. You might need to tell some people, hey, I ain't doing this, but I'll do that. How about that? How about that, air signs? Anytime somebody asks you for something, say no, but offer a compromise. Stop saying yes. I don't care if somebody says, can you give me $1? And you looking at $21 bills in front of you. Say, I don't have $1, but I got 75 cents. That's fine. Start compromising on everything that you agree to. And the only reason I'm telling y'all to do that is because y'all have just been going on autopilot, saying yes, because you're just kind of in a blah state anyway. You're not really in the checks and balances of what's affecting your energy and what isn't. So I really think you should challenge yourself to say, let me pause and make sure that I'm checking in with me, compromising, and just not agreeing with what everybody wants me to do, not doing with what everybody needs. Let me make sure that I'm finding this compromise in the middle so I can be served, but also so I can maintain the spaces that are around me. Because the spaces that you're in, you shouldn't have to completely bend your back in a 90-degree angle. You should be able to meet somebody at a 45, where you guys can support each other. Give a little, take a little. We need that balance back, okay? So air signs, that is what I have for you guys for this full moon in Virgo. If you're an air sign and this reading resonated with you, please let me know down below. If you want to get a private full moon reading for $33 to see how you can reconnect with your intuition at this time, how this full moon is specifically going to be affecting you, and also what you are working to let go right now, check the top of the description box to get into it. You guys can also book other private sessions with me, check into classes, all that, the website and everything. podcast, book club. Everything is down below in the description box. I appreciate you guys though, and I thank you for being here as always. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. Water signs, let's get into it. So let's get into it, water signs, okay? We have removed distractions. Now, I got messages for y'all really quickly. I'm not surprised because we know water signs are heavily connected with the full moon. And we know the moon has a huge effect on the tides of the ocean here. So if you're a water sign, whenever there's a full moon, you're going to be affected by it. These messages came back to me. So I feel like y'all's spirit energy, I feel like God has really been screaming at y'all like, these are the messages and it's time to tap in. So we have remove distractions, conserve energy. What is this? I don't even know what I wrote on here. Reawaken gifts. Girl, my handwriting is terrible. So we have remove distractions, conserve energy, hermit mode, and reawaken gifts. So let's start off with remove distractions. Remove distractions, y'all. If y'all have stuff that's negatively affecting you emotionally, if you have anything in your life that's blocking your intuition, it would be good for you to remove it. This looks like not taking time for yourself, away from your children, away from your job, away from your friends, relationships. This looks like having a thought come up in your head and you immediately deny it because you're gaslighting yourself. You're making yourself feel delusional because maybe people in your life have been saying you're delusional, you're sensitive, you're this, you're that. A lot of us have been being gaslit by the people in our lives right now. So I feel like this is about you saying, I need to get all of this away from me because I need to understand what I'm feeling. And that's the whole point of meditation. The reason we meditate is to block out all of those extra expectations, what we should do, what we need to do, and focus in on where we're going, focus in on what we're stepping into. So remove distractions. Also, you could be a distraction for yourself. You know, if you are not allowing yourself to feel, if you're not comfortable crying, if you're not comfortable being honest, speaking your truth, if you're still dealing with that, water signs, this is the time for you to deal with it. Throat chakra work. This is the time to step in and do a lot of throat chakra work, y'all. You need to get in the right mind space. You need to be able to take care of yourself, acknowledge what you're experiencing and deal with it. Because the people in the world might not be able to deal with what you're experiencing, you know? I think that a bulk of what we experience emotionally, we experience by ourselves. We cry in the car, we cry in the shower, we cry ourselves to bed at night. We go in the bathroom at our jobs and cry. You know, most of what we experience is on our own experiences, our own pain, our own release. So I think we really need to tap into that, need to focus in on that, need to pay close attention to that. Because if you can't connect with yourself emotionally, you're going to have an even harder time, you know, showing up for yourself emotionally in other spaces, sharing with others how you're really feeling because you don't even believe or trust your own emotions, you know? Next, with conserving your energy. If y'all have friends or people in your life that's taken, separate yourself from those people. You need to conserve your energy. You might not be able to deal with your own emotions because maybe your kids are having a lot of emotions, or your siblings or your family or your friends or your partner or at your job or whoever. This is your time to separate yourself. Get somebody to come get them kids, have some alone time, whatever that means, whatever you need to do. You need to conserve your energy for you because you've already lost yourself. Water signs, most of y'all have already disconnected from yourself emotionally or intuitively to a way where at this point, it will be the greatest act of self-love for you to say goodbye to everybody and give yourself an hour. Let me not say 24 hours because that might be too much for some of y'all. Give yourself 60 minutes. When was the last time you had 60 minutes to yourself that you weren't just waiting for the next thing? That you really said, let me take this time and really ask myself how I'm doing. You know, sit in front of the mirror, water signs, talk to yourself, cry it out, be open about it, and deal with it. Because your energy is being pushed into all of these different spaces, and there's really none left for you at the end of the day. And you need your energy the most right now. Also, with reawakened gifts and hermit mode, I think that you guys definitely need to kind of go back within to reawaken these gifts. I feel like we always know hermit mode is all about reflection, taking that time within so you can emerge and know more about yourself, doing whatever is necessary to get that clarity. I definitely think you guys need to do that, but also reawakening your gifts. Some of you guys have forgotten that you're an empath. Some of you guys have forgotten that you are literally psychic. You know, like water signs are just intuitive. So you know when somebody's fake. You've just been gaslit and diluted to the point where now you don't even care because you just need connection. You know when somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart. You know when something is a red flag. You know it's a problem when someone meets you and immediately is calling you, asking you for favors. But because your codependency has started to kick in, you're just happy to help at this point. Because unfortunately, water signs, that's what happens. Because y'all are naturally nurturing energies, water energies, emotional energies, it feels good just for you to be there for somebody emotionally. Like if you need to cry, it'll feel good for you to be there for somebody else, even if you're not there for yourself. It's kind of like an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to deal with this, so let me drink. I don't want to deal with this, so let me smoke. I don't want to deal with this, so let me go call this person and call my ex or do this toxic thing to make myself feel better. That's codependency. Because the people asking for your help, they don't need your help. They need therapy. They need a medical professional. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to give them help. You need to show them how to help themselves. That's the work of an empath. The work of the empath, the work of the water sign, the work of an intuitive psychic being. My job is not to be a psychiatrist and just prescribe. My job is to show you how to write your own prescription. My job is to show you how to heal yourself, how to take care of yourself. If you have a friend that is very emotionally secure and everyone around them is emotionally insecure, there's a problem there. I shouldn't have to boost you up. You shouldn't have to lift everybody up and take care of everybody emotionally, because at the end, who's pouring into you? Who's asking you, hey, how are you doing? That's what happens in a codependent relationship. They know they're getting healing from you. You know you're healing them. So they're getting what they need from you, but they're not getting the real knowledge that's going to sustain them. Because if you stop being their friend, they're going to just look for somebody else to fill that void. They're not going to be able to take care of themselves. So have you ever really done anything for them? It's like, are you really a good personal trainer if your client can't go to the gym without you? Are you really, preparing them to take their fitness into their own hands if they can't do anything without you right by their side? But that codependency makes you feel wanted and important if you have someone that's attached to you. So there's some definite things that you guys have to release and let go of that you probably have developed as a result of some trauma, bonding. So yeah, reawaken your gifts, call back your energy, water signs. Let's get into some cards for you guys. Water signs, let's get into your affirmation card. Ooh. So we have, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. Some of us might be having a lot of inner child stuff that's popping up. Some of us may have had parents that have been sick, parents who have passed away, some stuff just going on with your parents in the last couple of years that have really, really affected you deeply. And it's kind of caused like a domino effect in your life for some of us. The back of this card says, I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. I think this affirmation can be useful for any connection that you guys are in where you feel tied to this person because maybe you went through a lot of trauma with them. Maybe you are holding a grudge or something like that. I think that you should just accept like, hey, I set myself free. I set them free. I got what they need. They got what I need. I got what I needed from them. They got what they needed from me, I think that just kind of accepting situations for what they are and being able to move forward with a clear, open conscience is going to really be great for you guys. We also have candle. You will be shown the way. And we have box. You will receive a gift. You will be shown the way and you will receive a gift. So I think you guys are definitely going to have somebody come into your life and pour into you. A gift is on the way, and also you're going to be shown the way. So don't feel like you've lost your spark. Don't feel like you've lost your gift. Don't feel like it's gone forever. This is about you reawakening your gifts. This is about you finding your way back to yourself. You don't have to think about that old version of you that was so strong and so whatever. You're still that person. You're still that person right now. It's just about finding your way back. So let's wrap up water signs. I appreciate y'all. All right, we have remain positive and recovery. Remain positive and recovery. So I feel like your energies are definitely saying you have what it takes. Stay positive. Think positive thoughts. And recovery. Take some time for yourself. Take some time for meditation. Take some time for deep healing. There's probably a lot of things that have been affecting you guys as far as your anxiety. So it's really, really time to take care of yourself because it's starting to affect you physically. So take this time to recover. Take this time to remain positive and just trust yourself and trust the process, guys. So yeah, that is what we have for you, water signs. If you're a water sign and this message resonated with you, please let me know down below. If you want to get a private full moon and Virgo reading from me for $33, talking about what you need to do to reconnect with your intuition, what you're going to be releasing, and how this full moon is specifically showing up for you, then check out the top of the description box to see how you can send in to get your reading. I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless. All right, earth signs, let's get into it. Last but certainly not least. So what I have for earth signs to download: stay on track, recognize distractions, reapply yourself now. So with stay on track and recognize distractions, we've been getting these messages. I also had remove distractions for the water signs. So we've been getting the message about distraction, finding your way back to yourself, recognizing what you need, putting your attention onto you. These messages have been coming back to back. So stay on track. Earth signs, you guys are the king and the queens. Y'all are the royal court of staying on track. So I feel like there's definitely been some things that have maybe not gone well for y'all, or you just had some not so good experiences. So you just feel like, you know what, I'm going to stop planning. I'm going to stop with the expectation. I'm going to stop hoping. I'm going to just stop everything, and I'm just going to focus on just doing the bare minimum. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself or too much pressure on everybody else, and just let it be what it's going to be, and I feel like your energies are saying that's not what they want you to do. We have to recognize when we do something because we're mad and upset, and when we're doing something because it's really what we need at that moment. Sometimes we do something when we're upset because we feel a way about our gifts. We feel a way about our purpose. So we say, you know what, I'm not telling anybody, when I have a message for them anymore. I'm not helping nobody anymore. I'm not planning anymore. I'm not putting all of my focus into one thing anymore, because we feel like if I do this, I should get a good result. As earth signs, your strength is your structure. Your strength is your ability to stay grounded, to stay focused, to stay locked in, to stay disciplined. But that also means a lot of disappointment, So I think it's about learning to deal with the disappointment, learning to accept the disappointment, and not let a moment of disappointment make you resent who you are and who you always have been. Your discipline and your focus has been the reason that you've gotten everything else that you've gotten. So the last couple of things haven't worked out, and now you're like, fuck the things that have worked for me my entire life. Don't do that to yourself. Don't focus so much on the negative that it overshines all of the positive that you've experienced. Also, with recognized distractions, there could be a lot of stuff in y'all's life that's distracting, outside stuff, social media. So if you guys are looking at what other people are doing and you're like, how are they doing this? How are they doing this? I think that's definitely something that earth signs do, because y'all are by the book. Y'all got the steps, y'all got the tools, y'all got the backup plan, the plan A, B, C, all the way to Z. Y'all be prepared. So when stuff doesn't work out for y'all, it's very much so like, how can this not work out? I was so prepared. I was so this. I was so this. And you see other people just lackadaisically walking into their new beginning. You might be like, well, fuck it. I'm not about to try anymore. What works for everybody else isn't going to work for you. And to be honest, what works for everybody else isn't your business. So remove distractions. Stop looking at what other people are doing. Stop doing that. Get grounded in your own reality, because there's certain things that you're learning right now that maybe they don't need to learn or they've already learned. Who knows? Like I said, it ain't your business. I don't care about them. I care about you. And you shouldn't care about them either. You should be in your focus right now. There are things that you need to learn right now, earth signs, that will prepare you for where you're going. So get back to it. Get back in the ring. Get back in the disappointment. Hello, get back in the disappointment, get back in the challenge, get back in the issue, get back in the frustration, because that's where the lessons are going to come from you. I get it sucks. I get it's hard. I understand. But it's not the end. This is about you finding your way back to a solid foundation. And that is what you need. That is more important. We also have reapply yourself now. So I feel, a lot of times we always hear you don't want to give up right before the breakthrough happens, right? That's what you guys could be, on the way to doing. So you really want to make sure that you don't give up before the door opens. Imagine that. Imagine, and I know we've all seen the meme of somebody like digging for diamonds or whatever, and right before they get to the diamonds, they give up and they turn around. And the person that's still going along ends up getting there. Like you can open up 99 doors and be like, you know what? Fuck this on the last door. But that 100th door could be the door that you open to where you never have to open up another door again, because it's that sufficient. It's that abundant. It's exactly what you need. And you needed the faith, the hope, the optimism, the will, because this is something that we're really learning. Life is not about easy peasy lemon squeezy. Life is not about, oh, wow, this makes so much sense to me. That's not what life is about. Life is about trusting God no matter what, trusting the process no matter what, believing in God no matter what, having faith no matter what, keeping your head on straight, knowing where you're going, knowing what you want, knowing who God told you you are, knowing who God made you to be, knowing who God told you you are, knowing the path that God has for you, even if you're not really sure what the path is, it's a path. God has a path for you, even if you don't know what it is, it's a path there. So that needs to be your foundation. Not the fact that you always get results, not the fact that you always been winning. Some of y'all earth signs have just been having too many wins to where maybe you need a little humbling, or maybe you needed a little realization like, see, it's not always easy. Sometimes it's hard. How are you going to treat yourself when it's hard? I think a lot of us need that lesson. How are you going to treat yourself when it's hard? I see you feeling good when it's good. But when it's hard, what are you going to do? How are you going to feel? How are you going to show up for yourself? That is the space that a lot of us are in right now. Let's get into some cards. Let's get into some cards, earth signs. So we have, I release all criticism. Come on in, earth signs. I release all criticism. Beautiful. This card says, I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored in me in every moment. When I was just saying the last thing that I said, I literally thought in my mind, maybe you guys got a little judgmental. Maybe some of y'all got a little judgmental and started to kind of be like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just figure it out? Why don't you just get it? Like, maybe if you didn't say that out your mouth, I think some of you have maybe started to criticize the people around you. That could be why you're in a space like this. Or because things have been very critical for you, it's made you to start be critical of other people. I release all criticism. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. So the more you love and accept others, the more you love and accept yourself. So yes, guys, remove those distractions. Get off of social media. Stop looking at that stuff. We have forest, muddled and unclear thinking. Release distractions. It's too many things that are, influencing your thought process right now that has nothing to do with where you're going. So you really, really, really want to challenge yourself to let that go. Muddled and unclear thinking. We have younger woman. Dealings or relationship with the younger woman. So for some of you guys, you might have a younger friend. For some of you guys, this could be someone young that you're going to be meeting that you might be critical of. Whatever the case may be, I feel like your energies are just saying, be mindful of, anybody that's going to be a younger person that you're going to be coming across. If you have met somebody that's like a younger friend of yours and you're trying to like give them game, and maybe they're not listening or they're not accepting it, don't let that distract you. If you feel like you're seeing some younger people that are further than you are and you're letting that distract you, don't be trivial. Don't let the trivial things distract you right now. Or if you have certain things that happened to you when you were younger, don't continue to hold on to that stuff. We have forgiveness. So it might be some things that you might need to let go of and forgive. Like I said, if some things have happened to you when you were younger, that are kind of, manifesting in you right now, you might want to let that go. If some of y'all, I feel like some of you guys, we have meditation brings answers. I feel like some of y'all have recently had like maybe some downloads about why you are the way you are. And I think that could be kind of why you're feeling this angry energy, somebody may have done something to you when you were younger. Somebody may have planted a seed in you that has, now came into this, and maybe you've forgotten about it or pushed it out, or, just tried to ignore it, and maybe it's come back up. So I feel like we have this forgiveness, and meditation brings answers, because there's definitely some things that you guys need to release and let go of. And I feel like your energies are saying, it's time to forgive yourself, set yourself free, set others free, and also meditate. Don't continue to go on autopilot. Don't feel like the practical answers are the only answers that matter. Trust the spiritual process that's happening as well. Don't focus too much on what's practically going on around you. Trust the spiritual process. Trust what's unfolding underneath the scenes. I definitely think that things are going to work out for you guys. I think things are going to work out for all of us. But I definitely want you guys to be kind to yourselves in this moment, because there's definitely a lot that you guys are experiencing and dealing with. So yes, earth signs, that is what I have for you guys. If you're an earth sign and this message resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comment section. If you're interested in getting a private full moon moon in Virgo reading, where we could talk about how you can connect with your intuition on a deeper level, how this full moon is specifically showing up for you, and also what you're working to release in this moment. Check down below at the top of the description box to see how you can get a reading and get into it. But yes, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.